Hi friend, welcome back to my channel English Story today. Today I will share to your real-life scary horror story, so let's start.
They say the gray man constantly appears on Pawleys Island before a deadly typhoon. He warns of approaching hazard for the small island and its citizens. He appears as a shadowy figure wearing all gray apparel, status on the seashore or among the sand dunes, waving to human beings before unexpectedly vanishing in front of their eyes. Folks that see the man in gray and heed his warning constantly continue to exist the hurricane. They are saying he saves lives, because he was unable to save his own. He became as soon as the son of a wealthy man who owned the Pelican Inn on Pawleys Island. One evening, he was going to go to his girlfriend who lived on the alternative side of the island. He had simply returned from a protracted voyage at sea and planned to marry her. The younger woman waited and waited for him to arrive, however he in no way came. As the young man was touring down the street, he changed into so keen to look his female friend that he took a shortcut across the marsh. His horse stumbled and fell, throwing him off. While he attempted to stand up, he realized that he was status in quicksand. Regardless of his nice efforts, he wasn't able to loose himself and he died a lonely loss of life, sinking beneath the sand. The young woman changed into devastated by using the terrible information. It almost drove her mad and she or he spent infinite hours taking walks forlornly along the beach in Pawleys Island, mourning her misplaced lover. One windy afternoon, she became out on foot whilst she saw a person dressed all in gray. He changed into searching out over the water. As she got nearer he started waving at her. She felt her belly tighten due to the fact she identified him. It became her lifeless fiancé. She couldn't believe her eyes. A wave burst from the ocean, enveloping him. When it had long passed, the gray man had disappeared. The younger female was terrified and he or she informed her circle of relatives what she had visible. Her parents' notion she changed into dropping her thoughts, so that they took her to look a medical doctor at the mainland. That night, a storm struck the coast and the sea changed into tossed through the waves. They known as it the high-quality typhoon and its violent winds destroyed nearly each domestic on the island. The next day, when the female and her mother and father returned, Pawleys Island changed into in ruins. Over 300 humans had lost their lives, maximum of them dragged out to sea via the rolling waves. There was wreckage strewn all round, however the lady's house changed into by hook or by crook left unusually untouched by way of the storm. It changed into as even though it had been protected by an unseen force. She became satisfied that her useless lover had returned to keep her from a horrible destiny. Ever in view that then, the gray man has been seen earlier than every fundamental storm, warning people to take shelter. In 1893, a own family noticed the gray man silently waving at them. They fled the island and survived a hurricane that killed an anticipated 1,500 people. In 1954, a newly married couple went to Pawleys Island for their honeymoon. Someday, they spotted a man in gray. He became dressed in rumpled gray garb and a gray hat which concealed his face. Abruptly the man disappeared. The couple left the island and a typhoon struck soon after, killing 95 humans and destroying 15,000 houses. In 1989, a husband and spouse were on foot alongside the beach in Pawleys Island after they saw a person all wearing gray appear from the various dunes. As they approached him, he vanished. The couple knew about the legend, so they right away packed their luggage and fled inland. A typhoon struck the coast, killing 76 humans along its course. So if you ever take a holiday on Pawleys Island, maintain one eye at the seaside and look out for the gray man. In case you see him waving at you, take heed of his caution. It might simply save your life.